What is up, guys? My name is Menace, and I am here today with the season finale of Mysteries and Menace. Claymore's not here for this episode. He has been sick this week, so I am taking over and doing both parts once again. Claymore's going to be back soon. Next week, we're going to be recording a political talk. Look for that probably 2 days after this video pops up, so probably on a Friday. Not sure yet, but just stay tuned for that. But I'm here for the season finale of Mysteries and Menace, which is about Jack the Ripper. I am on Wikipedia right now. I appreciate Wikipedia for giving me info. I've been doing a lot of research on this, and I'm just going to hop right into the basics of it. Jack the Ripper, was a serial killer. He was really the first modern serial killer that we have come to know and kind of popularize a lot. Kind of like America's first well-known serial killer that got really hyped up was the Zodiac Killer, which may be coming up next season, you never know. But Jack the Ripper is the, base serial killer that we know and talk about today. So, as you see on the screen here, it was a series of murders that took place in the East End of London from August to November 1888. It was blamed on an unidentified assailant who acquired the nickname Jack the Ripper. So, there have been a lot of Jack the Ripper suspects, but, not a lot of them are valid. I did a lot of research, and there's only a few that stick out to me. And I will look at this. The first suspect that I'm only going to show the suspects in this video that I feel have a strong case. The first suspect I'm going to talk to you guys about was Joseph Barnett. So one of the victims, Mary Kelly, was very brutally murdered. I'm not going to show any pictures or anything just because I can't get demonetized, but I don't want my channel taken down, so we're going to leave pictures out of this. But Joseph Barnett was a former lover of one of the victims. And according to this, they had a quarrel, they separated, all of that stuff. And it just seems strange, a lot of the stuff. And, he was suspected to be a Ripper suspect for a while, but my theory is that, he wasn't. I can maybe believe that he killed Mary Kelly and that was it, but I don't think even that's the case. I think he's just kind of a scapegoat, because you have to realize, in a time where a serial killer is going rampant in the streets, people are terrified, and people want answers. So people just jump to the biggest conclusions they could get to so they could feel safer knowing what was going on. But anyways, let's see. Here's some good ones in this article. This guy has a very, very strong case against him. I'm just going to say his alias, George Chapman, but because I can't pronounce his actual name. But he was actually a murderer previous to the Jack the Ripper murders. He murdered 3 of his wives through poison. But just because he's a already convicted murderer doesn't mean that he has to be the Ripper, because if you'll notice, he poisoned his wives. Not anything close to what the Ripper did to his victims. So that kind of takes him out of the picture for me too. There was a few others. Michael Ostrog, for instance. He was a Russian-born professional con man and thief. And he was mentioned as a suspect. But I just don't think he has a strong enough case. The problem is, none of the suspects have a strong enough case. Not any of them. Any of these I'm going through right now, I've looked into it pretty big. None of them have cases strong enough for me to even give, a a case against. This guy right here is one of my top suspects for the killings, Dr. Thomas Neil Cream. He was a doctor which would have allowed the knowledge of the anatomical body that the Ripper had when taking things from his victims, such as, body parts and stuff, being able to remove them like the Ripper did. And according to some sources, his last words, as it says right here, were reported to be, "I am Jack the..." But, I don't think... It's all circumstantial evidence. For every single one of these suspects, it's circumstantial. Which brings me to my suspect. This is mentioned way down here at the bottom. I'm going to have to scroll a little bit. But, once again, thank you, Wikipedia, for letting me use this right here. This is my theory. I agree with Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I have a very, very strong hunch that Jack the Ripper was a woman. As Arthur Conan Doyle puts it, Jill the Ripper. A midwife could have easily had the knowledge, had she been married to a doctor or anything like that, had the knowledge to remove body parts, things of that nature. And also, she could be seen with bloody clothes on without attracting suspicion. And she could also be near crime scenes without attracting any suspicion whatsoever. She could blend in anyhow, anyway, in that time period. So, that is my theory, that Jack the Ripper is a woman. Now, what woman? I don't know, but my theory goes out that Jack the Ripper is a woman. So, I thank you guys for watching. Have we solved the Jack the Ripper case? Maybe, maybe not. But I appreciate you guys for watching. Stay tuned next season. Next season's going to be a blast. We have an episode coming up that's going to be on location. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace out.